Mental wellness and mental health care in the Black community has long had a negative stereotype. That, along with racial discrimination and the lack of access to resources and services, are destroying lives every day. At Roots, we want to change this. We want to have real conversations and making sure that we are providing those services that our community needs. I'm Shanice. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and the program manager for behavioral health services and programs at Roots Community Health Center. I'm here joined with my friends and coworkers, Kim Stovall, who's the behavioral health navigator.
Hello, Shanice.
And Perry Anderson, who's also a behavioral health navigator.
How you doing, Shanice?
Okay, so we're in this theater today, literally sitting in front of a stage, but we're not on the stage because we're not acting. And we're actually having real talk. We're having a real conversation, no acting involved, no scripts, no lines. We are really talking from our heart and from our minds because we want to encourage everyone to have these type of conversations in their homes, with their friends, in their community. This is to show you that you're not alone. More than 7 million individuals are living with a mental health condition. Most African Americans with serious mental illness cite that they don't follow up with mental health care because of the stigma, and that's huge. 40% state that cost is the reason they don't follow up. And so with these stats alone, you can understand why you're not the only person that's not following up with mental health care, but we want you to, and we want to start with a real conversation. Why do you feel like people are afraid to be vulnerable, and what is the importance of being vulnerable?
We've been taught to not speak on your emotions or not to show it's like a sign of weakness or something, you know?
Exactly.
Conditioned.
Exactly,
Yeah.
conditioned
You're
that way.
conditioned. It's hard just opening up to people.
But why is it important for people to speak on their feelings?
It's better to, and I've learned that within the last 6-7 years, to open up and talk about it because it releases a lot instead of having it all in, because all you do, it just keeps coming back up. You keep remembering that stuff. It keeps building, bringing you down. You can't build up from that. You can't do nothing right until you take care of it. Exactly. Like you say, self-help. You gotta take care of yourself before you can take care of somebody else.
How do we get it out? How do we have these conversations? How do we start that healing journey?
You know, set up appointments with our therapists. You can come in and it's a safe place. When I share with them things that I've been through or seen before, it just opens them up and let them know they're not alone.
So I do want to acknowledge that vulnerability is a privilege, right? We live in neighborhoods and in environments where being yourself authentically can kind of really bring violence your way. It can be very uncomfortable, and we do understand that. But I do think it's also important to know your signs and symptoms, because at least then you know, maybe I need to go talk to someone. And we know we talked a lot about therapy and a therapist, but maybe it is just a friend. So here are some signs that you can look out for yourself or even other people that you care about. 1, excessive paranoia, worry, or fear. 2, social withdrawal. 3, changes in mood. 4, changes in your sleeping or your eating pattern. And then 5, long-lasting sadness or irritability. As we know in the Black community, the conversation around mental wellness has been taken from us, from the institutions that have failed us. Roots wants to be different. We're here to disrupt that and provide services and programs to address this need. Please visit us at rootsclinic.org/real talk. So I want to thank you all for being here with me. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Perry, for having this great conversation. I appreciate it. I want to thank you all for joining us and tuning in. And we look forward to seeing you when you come down to Roots.